we request DrTPS to say a few words. And incidentally, DrTPS is the Vice President of Global CHANGEOLOGICAL Society.
I know because we were together on webinar. I know Srinivas very few months back because of strike or
Wow.
I know the president of technology because I used to hear him on internet. We know each other because I went to his college for some career guidance program now back to 10 years back. I'm a retired space scientist, worked with the PM service, and from this place, Sri Narayana Guru. I work in different areas, now trying to learn what life is. In this context, probably I have got a society which is called the World Social Craft Foundation, which has got nearly 50 countries as part of its director board. What we are trying to do is to understand what like the United Nations is looking at, but can be redefined in the local, because they have a bigger politics. I keep saying countries have got politics, United Nations has a bigger politics. So within that, how do we make things happen? So we look at it philosophically, we look at it politically, economically. These are all the areas in which I am trying to spend my time after my retirement. So I'm into total social service since last 30 years.
Fantastic.
This is
the tree
of
in
ideas
spirit.
from each other, and
Beautiful, beautiful.
that still continues.
And you are developing. So this is the first step.
I think all these people who joined here are aware of this. We also have some activities. How do we make others also partner with this? Those who are not doing anything. That was not today's problem. It is a problem from long years.
Can I say one?
So how do we make this? Again, it's not theory. Every one of us who are here have got at least, I am sure Srinivas would have sent this to 100 people. Correct? 10 of them came because 10 of them have little concern about it. Because they are otherwise also doing. Otherwise, I don't think people will come in. Right? So, how do we? Yeah.
Mr. Vice President, very clearly I am telling you, people simply they will not learn what is change. Kindly understand the fact that individual within the individual there is a conflict. As DrTPS regularly points out, there is a regular Kurukshetra. Both the Pandavas and the Kauravas are within myself now in the Kali Yuga. So every day I am fighting with myself to overcome. And in that fight, what is happening is we are not developing the determination to overcome. Why? Because DrTPS got senior SPI zone law.
Srinivas ji,
Yeah.
we have a great example from that guru who is photographed on Sri Narayana.
Yes.
We had a doctor who educated in United Kingdom, who belongs to a lower caste from Kerala, who tried for a job with that time the king. King rejected or paid less salary because he belongs to lower caste. He migrated to Mysore and he was paid maybe 100 times than the salary. Mysore Palace was a place where Vivekananda used to be a regular visitor. He happens to meet him and then he narrated his story. Vivekananda told him, a shame of you because you don't want to bring up the society. You want to have a courageous life. So you migrated. I suggest you to go back and then mobilize your people to bring them up. And then Vivekananda also added, in India nothing will work if you cannot join with the spirituality.
Fantastic.
And a person who can write well. Maybe today's TV is equivalent to those days poetry. So what was done is, two people were added by Dr. Palpu. His name is Dr. Palpu. You can Google and find all this.
Doctor?
Palpu.
Palpu.
And Dr. Palpu went and talked to Srinarayana Guru, who was a saint. He was never a social reformer, never wanted to be that, but he was pulled from his den and then put him as a social reformer. You understood? So he is a spiritual master. I don't consider him as a social reformer. Putting his picture here itself is not acceptable to me because I know him as a great spiritual leader. I quote him, I speak on his birthday and death days and celebrated by many people. But today's generation is selling liquor in his name and earning money. So it has been diluted. He also added one great poet called Ashan. He is called Ashan, means the writer. That's the name itself is writer in Kerala. So there is a poet, that means you need a person who can speak. You need a person who knows ritual. And you need somebody who can control this in between. Actually, those who is spiritual is called Rigvedic. Those who are into action is called the next Veda, Yajurveda. And Samaveda is advertisement. That's how the whole nature works out. That is how our Veda system. So it always says, many times there are mentioned that no, these people are not good, different levels. Everyone is good for their own purposes. We cannot say one plant is better because it gives flower. Other plant doesn't give flower, it's not good. Amandram akshadam nasti, nasti moolam aushadam, ayogya purusho nasti, yojagaha tatra durlabha. Don't say that an attender is not good, only the boss is good. Attender is also required. I keep saying, everybody should not become collector. He also needs a driver. Correct? So, the society is not run by. See, that is the whole Bhagavad Gita is not because Krishna also became a driver, right? So, you also need a better driver than the boss. I am sure if there is a traffic jam, immediately Chief Minister also will ask the driver only what happened to them, as if driver is more intelligent than this. So what we need is, we need to connect people for an action. Theory is understood. So that action is what we have to have, a focused action. Take this, message it well, and take a spiritual path so that it remains in this world for long.
Fantastic. Now, since you said this, why don't you suggest the first 5 plans of action?
No, that is not only one action. I asked the question, he also gave an answer. Next, no theory. We need a training program, immediately asked. 5W and 1 husband, 5 wife and 1 husband. When you take an action, where is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? Who are the participants? How are you going to mobilize it? Ask this question. See why people don't come for these programs, because only blah blah blah, only theory. After that, nothing happens. We should get out into action and show that. See, young people should become part of it. Right? He has been into TV for last 5 years minimum.
With 5,000 programs.
Yeah, but then where are these people? Why they are not coming? There is something which is not getting the magnetism is lacking.
ఓన్లీ సింగిల్ మెన్ ఆర్మీ. అతను ఏమనుకుంటాడు అదే చేస్తాను, మిగిలింది ఏం చేయడు. నేనేం చేస్తున్నానంటే, ఈ మీడియాని కనుక ప్రజల చేతుల్లో కనుక తీసుకెళ్ళగలిగితే దాదాపు 294 నియోజకవర్గాలు ఉన్నాయి ఏపీ తెలంగాణలో. ఏపీ తెలంగాణలో 200 నియోజకవర్గాలు, 294 నియోజకవర్గాల్లో 294 మంది కనుక మాది ఛానల్ కనుక అనుకోగలిగితే తప్పనిసరిగా డిఫరెంట్ చేంజ్ వస్తుందని నేను ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను. పోర్ టు ద కేస్, అది స్టూడెంట్ కావచ్చు, చిన్న సోషల్ వర్కర్ కావచ్చు, ప్రొఫెసర్ కావచ్చు. ఈ అసెంబ్లీ నియోజకవర్గంలో నేను చెప్పిందే వేదం కావాలి, దాని డబ్బు అవుతుందంటే అవుతుంది. ఆ డబ్బు లేకుండా ఏది కూడా నడవదు. ఈ రోజున కెమెరా వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ కూర్చుని, లేకపోతే మీరు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి కూర్చున్న